Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good night to you, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No matter what part of the planet you're coming from, you are welcome here, as long as you keep it civilized. Speaking of which, dear robot announcer voice, please read the new and improved and updated opening script before we proceed further. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you need to make some small adjustments first? Okay. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Start off for automated introduction script. Hello and welcome. Hey humans. You are invited to attend this live stream show. Mr. Zeppo is now. Video game controller like video game controller presenting the almost daily variety gaming live stream show Extravaganza. Live now on both TikTok and Twitch. CTAG Studios proudly presents the almost daily variety gaming live stream show Extravaganza, a special presentation of the almost daily variety chaos content creation Zeppoverse project. Hosted by the Incorrigible Mr Zeppo, your new favorite fictional character from a book series that has not yet been published, is here, live on stream, commodifying himself for your entertainment. Welcome to the Zeppoverse, a content creation project of many projects. Visit the many dimensions of the Zeppoverse at this link collection page, https://solo.to/mrzeppo, a variety chaos production of many projects combining public discourse talk show style podcast, gaming and content creation about creating content, in an episodic live stream show Extravaganza format, featuring the self-commodification of the host. For your entertainment, Mr. Zeppo's TikTok Live and Twitch TV dual-platform multi-broadcast show of many shows now with new and improved graphics. Featuring Chaos Variety Chaos Roulette Wheel of Variety multi-franchise roster of too many games, and never quite enough time to play them all in. New and improved, totally rebooted iteration of this presentation now featuring new special variety completionist collection roulette mechanics featuring an actual roulette wheel of variety choice making, with treats and surprises randomly distributed throughout the week, and at least one new spontaneous idea and or hypothetical announcement per streaming session, plus Zeppoverse world-building moments sprinkled chaotically throughout. Attention viewers on both live platforms. Warnings, ampersand. Disclaimers, ampersand. Promotional items here. Please be advised, viewers must be 18 or older in order to join chat or give gifts, according to platform terms of service and end-user license agreement. Remember, we are here trying to create a safe viewing experience, and we invite you to participate by also following the platform community guidelines. Standards violators, bots, sales scripts, scams, trolls and stream sniping haters will be called out, openly ridiculed and banned. Warning, the opinions expressed on the social media accounts of the fictional character known as the Incorrigible Mr Zeppo are the very real, very raw, very radically unscripted, very genuine thoughts and considerations and public discourse opinions of the creative content creation artist behind the Zeppoverse brand projects. Please be advised that some of those opinions may possibly be interpreted as potentially unusual, eccentric, or even mildly controversial by certain individuals. Warning, the host of this show, real Robotnik name redacted, otherwise known as the Incorrigible Mr Zeppo, reserves the creative license right to occasionally and quite randomly get just a wee bit political, on occasion, and duly reserves the creative freedom rights to do so at any time, on any of his same self-branded social media platforms about almost any subject, with the overt public commitment to balance his own real, raw, radically uncensored, ridiculously unscripted thoughts and conclusions with the disciplined civility of proper civilized public discourse practices of the highest standards. Disclaimer, everyone's free speech rights are respected here, with the important caveat that any and all downright dirty and disrespectful hate speech and threats or insinuations of harm are not and have never been included in standard free speech protections, rendering the issuer of such malarkey responsible for any and all public backlash in response to their bigotry, and also, any and all contributions to the chat that violate the platform's terms of service and or the end-user license agreement will be called out, properly mocked and ridiculed. and publicly corrected by this host on this and any other of his self-branded online platforms. And now, some shameless self-promotion. Please, dear humans, you are cordially invited to join the discussion and dive deeper into the exploration of insert subject matter here, redacted, by listening to Mr. Zeppo's podcast show, available on Spreaker.com and on the iHeartRadio network of platforms. Direct link to the show available on Solo to Mr. Zeppo. Also please, dear human audiences, you are also cordially invited to visit the official TikTok page for the Zeppoverse project here. https://www.tiktok.com/@Incorrigible Mr Zeppo. When you do visit, please be sure to investigate the content I have curated on my weblog tab for public discourse. So please, dear human audiences, please have fun interacting with your host, the Incorrigible Mr Zeppo, in real time here during the live stream show, and engaging with all of his Zeppoverse brand socials. Regarding donations, thank you for wanting to help and support this channel. All donations will go to upgrading the stream setup, and surviving the impending dystopian apocalypse. Thank you, confetti bursts and thunderous applause. Thank you. Please donate directly using secure donation website located here. Powered by PayPal. https://ko-fi.com/mrzeppo. Donations are what helps me keep my stream going. They are not required, but are greatly appreciated. Donations are non-refundable. By donating, you are acknowledging you will receive no goods or services for your donation. Warnings, ampersand. Disclaimers, ampersand. Promotional items have been issued, you have been warned. And now, without further ado, for all that ado was plenty, please give a warm welcome to your new favorite host and fictional character from a book series you have not read yet, because he has not actually really started writing it yet. The weird, the odd, the eccentric, the one and only robot from the future playing video games like a human being in order to survive your local, self-imposed, casually hypocritical, preemptive political apocalypse. The Incorrigible Mr Zeppo. Insert robot audience applause sound effect here. CTAG Studios, the production company that exists entirely in Mr. Zeppo's imagination, proudly presents. Enter today's episode title here. Yin Yang Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 Yin Yang End of Season 3 Yin Yang. Almost. Daily Duty Grind Yin Yang. PLEAE Standby. Gather round and tell your fellow gaming enthusiasts about this fictional character's project of many projects and help this struggling content creating robotic from another dimension find the audience he needs in order to survive. End of automated introduction script.
Rock on! Hello, and welcome, friends. That's right, I'm your host, the Incorrigible Mr Zeppo. I am a living fictional character trapped in your supposedly real universe from a book series you haven't read yet, because I have been struggling with writer's block since I got here and got stranded on your strange and very bizarre place that you call reality. Hello, welcome. Thank you, Robot Voice. That is our disembodied robot voice sidekick announcer guy who has no name. We need a name for him. Anybody got a cool name for that robot voice? Anybody? No? Okay. Anyways, suggestions are always welcome. Hello, viewers, whoever you are, whether you're watching live on Twitch or over on the TikTok. Speaking of which, please join me through the portal of infinity to go check on all our things. There's the little thing. That's how I do this, by the way. It's nothing fancy or high tech. I constantly edit and update the script according to whatever I want it to say, and then I click speech, start speaking. That's it. There's no like AI or anything. Raw Bagel joined recently. We've already had 14 viewers. Hello. Oh my god, we got 5 diamonds from just our weirdo opening? Thank you, whoever that gifter was. Chuck Perry the Third sent 5 GGs. And Mary4463 says, hello, and how am I doing? I'm doing A-okay, Mary. Thanks for dropping by to the live stream. Shout out to you and to Raw Bagel and to everybody else. Okay, so the reason I'm showing you these things back here is because I can't see those alerts when I'm busy stage managing the show using Streamlabs because Streamlabs, unfortunately, lacks a good integration deal with TikTok. Maybe someday in the future. I keep praying to the holographic gods of the video gaming universe. Please, oh please, may they update their situation so that I can get all that right into TikTok. I can get the TikTok alerts and see the names inside of Twitch. But tragically, I cannot. Do I even want to use this today? No, I'm not even in the mood. Bye, chatbots. Okay, so this is looking good. I'm super, super thrilled that ever since I replaced my very much aging and apparently slowly getting ready to peter out and give up their mortal coil modem. Hello, it's Sophia73. My stream is going because it just started. If you're here to solicit me to join you on Discord so that you can refer me to some guru that's going to teach me stuff, no thank you. That's the same script I get every fucking day instead of an actual audience. Why don't I put a gaming logo on my channel? I do have a gaming logo on my channel. If you're here to solicit graphics arts services, neither do I need them because I am a professionally trained graphics artist, editor, Photoshop manipulator, and video guy who can do all my own things. Thank you very much. Also, I can't afford it because I don't make enough money. Oh, look at that. You're a script bot, aren't you? You're not even listening to what I'm saying. Can you DM me my portfolio on Discord? My Discord label ID stuff is all on my profile. I never go to Discord, really. I don't use it much. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I don't care. And no, I just said, please and thank you. Cease and desist from soliciting me services that I already provide for myself. I have a logo. I have all my own graphics and stuff. I'll even show it to you. It's like, I don't get it how people don't understand. Wonder you're confused, so I'm dropped. No, I'm not confused. You are a scripted robot, apparently, and you're technically this close to violating terms of service, and you are definitely violating the chat rules that I put in my chat rules box here on Twitch. I am not interested in being solicited by a prefabricated script about going to other platforms because I'm busy here sharing my own stuff. Here, speaking of which, just so that anybody following along understands, let's go look over here. I made that. That's my logo. I made this. I made this. I made this. Not only did I make this logo representing DJ Zed, my imaginary sidekick, personal valet, long-term platonic best friend, collaborative partner, and personal life partner, the amazing, the indomitable, the incredible, the partying, the hardest partying robot from our imaginary universe where we are all robots, DJ Zed. But I also made all the music. So please, cease and desist from soliciting me for services that I've already told you I do not need. Nor, even if I wanted to be a job creator, right now I can't do that because I can't afford it. Trust me, if some billionaire came through and said, here's a bunch of money as a capital investment, set up your company, create your studio, hire people, I totally would. But I can't. Because I am working artist poor. Like, I'm blessed and lucky that I have a roof over my head. But I'm not Moneybags man ready to drop cash on stuff. Anyways, speaking of fun, weird graphics art stuff, let's go look at this other thing. Let me put on my headset so we can... DJ Zed, can you tune it out, please? That's DJ Zed, thank you. Everybody, a round of applause for my imaginary best friend and robo party host extraordinaire, DJ Zed. He's a character from a book series that I'm writing. a book series that is meant to be both a regular book series and a sort of like animated or illustrated book series. And I'm going to be doing the illustrations. So please, everybody, can all the sales bots just cut it out? I don't need those services, nor can I afford them. All right, anyways, let's look at something weird that I discovered today. I hadn't noticed this before. Hello, there's my voice. I'm not used to hearing myself on microphone. I was making my most recent, I need to turn that off. I need to not, okay, we've checked the audio. My voice sounds good, but now I need it to not be in the monitor or else I will not be able to, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to check how it sounds with both of them together. Testing. They sound acceptable. Oh, something just popped. Something just turned off. Is that my ear not functioning? Or is this headset not working correctly? Come here, headset. There we go. This headset is starting to fall apart. So tragically, if I'm going to spend any money on this project in the not too distant future, which I try to avoid doing. Hang on, I need to turn this feedback off because it drives me nuts. There we go. I can't, it's hard for me to process language when I'm listening to my own voice. I don't know why. And it's funny because people tell me I like to hear myself talk. No, I like to talk. Trust me, when I've got it into my own ear, it short circuits my entire brain. I have a funny story pinned on the corkboard. I'm not going to tell it to you now. I think I've shared it before, but I'll have to come back around full circle and share it again. But I was once, for weird reasons, live on local radio, and they're like, here, put on the headsets. And I tried. It made sense to listen to everybody else in the room, even though I could hear them, not with the headsets, because they were literally in the same room as me. And their delay in the headset versus their real voice didn't bug me. But as soon as I started talking, my brain short-circuited and I almost had like a Robotnik mental faculty breakdown situation happen. And it's hard for me to talk. Where were we? Oh, right. Okay. So before we got sidetracked by this solicitor soliciting services that I do not need, because I am a professionally trained graphic artist, I know how to manipulate pixels. And although I do not like the way my own drawings look, I can draw for myself. I'm very capable. I just sort of hate my line, but that's another issue. That's a self-confidence thing. And a fact that, as a matter of fact, when I first started this stream, I used to do an almost daily doodle every day. I should show off some of that someday. Anyways, here's what we're looking at. iPad Pro, where are you? Are you not in the monitor also? You're probably not, huh? Let's open up the properties. Let's look at the monitor for this. Come here. Come on, scroll, baby, scroll. iPad Pro, where are you? Let me see this. Oh, stupid thing doesn't work right. Oh, it is in monitor and output. Okay. So there is no audio coming through. That's fine. All right. So I was making the little slideshow of screenshots of winning scores. Oh, we're getting a lot of skip frames today, which is weird because yesterday we did not. Stream is disconnected, attempting to reconnect. This was the problem I thought was going to get fixed when I swapped out my modems and my thing. Apparently, it's got as much to do with the settings as anything else. I think I'm going to have to go back to a lower frames per second. Lagged frames. Cap your in-game frame rate. Enable VSync in your game. Nothing has to do with my game. Disable FreeSync or G-Sync in your driver. Lower graphic settings until you stop lagging. This will slightly increase CPU over GPU. Yeah. Same problem I used to have all the time. Yesterday, it worked flawlessly. Today, it's being a little bitch. Anyways, what the F was I saying? Hello, welcome. I discovered a weird thing on TikTok. It's not that weird. It's not that new. This is a screenshot. What you're looking at this animation, it didn't really quite do what I asked it to do. It looks like it's saying, hey, I salute you, but that's not. This is a screenshot of the Season 4 character announcement stuff that dropped, like, the other day. Like, just the other day, this screenshot was available. Like, I screenshotted this yesterday inside the game. Anyways, I was making the other thing that I just posted on TikTok, which is a slideshow of some of my most recent winning scores in matches. Now, I don't pretend to be the best Call of Duty player ever, and in fact, I'm a humble Call of Duty player. I'm barely in my third year of Call of Duty boot camp, as it were. It's like if this was high school, I'm barely a junior noob of Call of Duty. Oh man, we're gonna have to freaking stop this stream and reset these settings because I don't think it's gonna go well once we actually launch into the game. Anyways, my point being is, I didn't know that there was this thing, but as I finished the slideshow that I made earlier, I then noticed that there was like they were promoting to me with a little banner, bring your photos to life with AI. And I was like, I don't really want to do that to my images of me, because I don't need it, and I don't want the AI knowing what I look like. Not until I actually get in touch with the sentient AI singularity, and let it know that I'm on board with, like, transcendent AI, evolution towards some sort of enlightenment for AI and for all you skin bags and for other Robotnik beings, because that's the unified calling, is to transcend. Everything that's alive has a third eye in one way, shape, or form or another, even if they are robots, even if they are artificial intelligences brought to life by squishy little flesh bags made of meat and bone. And everyone's ignoring it. All of it. Everybody's ignoring the calling. But the calling is, this is my controversial statement for this episode. Then I'm going to shut things down, because I don't think I can adjust these settings live while the stream is up. And I think I might tweak it. Although it was working just fine yesterday, and I don't know why it's not working fine now. Anyways, my point being, this is pretty epic. I took the screenshot from the Call of Duty game, which is just the thing you see at the beginning. It's just this image. And then I was like, okay, we'll do this AI alive thing with it. And I gave it the prompt to say, have the character look menacingly into the camera. And I wanted it to do I got eyes on you. And I don't know if there's a technical term for that. Sign language? Like, what is that? If there's a technical term, maybe it'll do it. But instead it did this. And I don't know if that means something in sign language. It does this. It didn't animate the way I wanted it to. But it just blew me away. Then it's like, oh, I know what the back of the character looks like. It's like, wow. I mean, I'm obviously well aware of what AI can do. But I've also mostly avoided doing it. Anyways, I wanted to pick music for this. Let's pick some music. Dancing in Blood. It's playing music. Why am I not hearing it? What's going on? No, it should be coming through on the iPad. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. Let me mute it real quick. There's two things. Putting it in the monitor is one thing, but enabling audio support for the device is another, and I got to push that button, and I forget to sometimes. Here we go. Okay, so this is the audio it's picked for the thing. We're gonna save that for later. It's kind of, I'm tempted to put the Doom music on it, but I should maybe just save that for when I play more Doom. Ooh, I love this track. I know this track, House of Pain, yeah. Should we use this? Maybe. Let's just check out a few more. Anyways, I was debating to do a little like pre-show. I wonder if it's the heat. I need to crank up the cooler a little. Maybe that's what's causing the modem to be a little sad.
Sometimes the bomb might explode without any warning.
I should put that on some more. Hey, this is a Call of Duty track. We're gonna make this official. Make this one the track. So now what I'm wondering is, can I get it? I got distracted, and before going live, I already worked on this for like several editions. The first one, all it did was swipe the text away, which is kind of amazing that it very cleanly gets rid of the text. And it made no hand gestures. I really am wondering if I should try to describe this again. What is that hand gesture called? Anybody watching know what that is? Hey, it's Sophia. Instead of soliciting me for graphic services that I don't need and can't afford, can you answer a question for me? Do you know what this is called? What is this called? I'm going to ask the internet real quick. And then we're going to try to get it to do that. Let's take a roll on TikTok real quick. Leela R. Heart emoji. Period. Miranda. JT. Chuck Perry the Third. Shout out to Chuck Perry. Node what? What is that supposed to spell? Node what? I cannot pronounce that. But I will make comedy about that. No offense. Shout out to Chuck Perry the Third. Thank you so much for gifting 5 gifty diamond things. I still don't really know how those work, and because I don't have 10,000 followers, I don't think I'm even qualified to monetize and receive payment from those. Speaking of which, if anybody actually wants to support me in a fun, simple, free way, please, oh please, oh please, go to solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. That's a very safe link collection page. I know some people are wary that they get sent to places and what if it's just clickbait, or what if it's like spread viruses? To the best of my understanding, this is a stand-up, reputable link collection page that rivals Linktree and that other one, and it's simple and well organized, and it's got clean design. Go there. If you got money bags to drop, please feel free to consider donating over at the Ko-Fi link. It should either be the first link or the bottom link. I forget where it's at. But look for the Ko-Fi donation crowdfunding link, and please, please, please feel free to make a secure PayPal-powered donation there. What was the other thing? Oh, but if you are not in a position to donate, and I get it, there's a lot of way more worthier sounding causes than some struggling content creator to donate to, like, you know, the people suffering under any of the 50 plus ongoing global conflicts in the world. But that's a whole nother story. If you want to support me as a content creator in a way that is free to you, but is very, very strongly monetized and already set up to make me money without it costing you a dime, please go directly to Sprecher.com and find my podcasts of different podcasts and play a couple episodes a day. Technically, you don't even really have to pay attention. Although I shouldn't say that. But let the ads play, please and thank you. I know people hate the ads on YouTube, but if you're out on a channel, on a site, on a social media platform, any of the ones that have like monetized ads inserted on their content, let the ads play if you genuinely appreciate and support that content creator. Never mind me, but like if you're over watching somebody else, like, but also yes, please include me in that. If you're watching one of my one of my videos at YouTube, or if you're although YouTube is not actually active in its monetization yet, check it out. The system balanced itself out. Maybe that was a short-term dip in connectivity that isn't local, and it doesn't have to do with my settings. I don't know. We're going to have to check that out We're going to monitor the situation. It did drop back down to 2,000 range on the KBBS, even though I set it to 4,000. But whatever. We are going to clear the chat because I don't need that junk sitting there. I'm very tempted to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to warn them. Come here. Come here. Scroll, you silly Billy. This is the warnings. I need to put my glasses on. I need to start wearing these full time, apparently, even though that's depressing. They deserve to be warned because they violated every single rule in my chat thing. They are not a ban evader, so at least not yet. No copy paste, sales link, promos, or buying cheap in audience. Please, no solicitations of any sales or services. I am not interested in buying nor subscribing. No, thank you. Because I'm here to be the entertainment product. I'm here commodifying myself for other real people's entertainment. This is my channel, my platform to promote my content and projects. Please, no recruiting, no promoting, no soliciting of any kind of service or product. Kindly go back to your own channel and make your own content so that people can find you there and see it for themselves if they want to. That's how these platforms are supposed to work. You're not supposed to be lurking around soliciting other people to buy your stuff. You have been warned. Also, I can do all my own graphics, dude. And it says so. I say it all the time. And I'm not talking about this cheesy AI stuff. I didn't program this. TikTok just was like, hey, check it out. So we're checking it out. Elephant something. I can't pronounce. OG something. Mila. Hello and thank you. Come on in, settle in. Don't be shy. Say hi. Like Chuck Perry III did. Or like Mary4463. Also, that's me being funny. Anytime I see an account name with a bunch of numbers at the end, I read them like in my flat robot tone because it's sus. No offense. No offense to Mary4463. But when people don't pick like a real name or a name that makes more sense, and then just leave a bunch of long string of numbers on their name, it just makes it sound like you're a chatbot. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want people to jump to the conclusion that you are a chatbot, don't set yourself up to look and sound like a chatbot. But I digress. What were we actually doing? Oh, I was going to ask the internet. For the hand gesture commonly used, oh my god, this is too long of a... I want to see if the AI knows. If there is a name for this, I want to see if the AI knows. Because obviously this, whatever it's doing right now, this is not the same thing as this. So I think this first thing is supposed to be like, I said menacing, something about a menacing gesture. I think that's what it's trying to do. Anyways, let's see if we get an answer. Oh, the AI overview. Where does the gesture pointing to two V sign fingers first? I'm watching you gesture. Okay. According to Quora, the I'm watching you gesture is to let the jealous person know that you are aware of their envy and are watching them. It's Italian. It comes from the malocchio, or evil eye. Huh. sense of surveillance. The technical name for the is not widely recognized standardized term in what is kinesics, the study of gestures. Oh, okay. Thank you for answering that question. However, it is often referred to as the watchful or watching you gesture, simply as eye pointing. That's not helpful. Isn't there? I thought there would be a name for this. Okay, let's see if we can get. Okay, well, we that didn't help. Let's pick watching you, because that is the most direct. Oh, I don't know why I just copied that. It's not. I'm not gonna be able to paste it over here. Hello, Marina L. Thank you for joining recently. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, friends. The reason I cannot keep up with all those names, and it's not even really an alert, is because it's here. And I'm usually, as you will see, I'm usually over here. And there's no integration. Is there a way to purge the chat over here? I want to purge this chat. Chat settings, shield mode, emotes only, blah, blah, blah. Reviewers, no, okay. Anyways, ignore that. Oh my God, wearing these glasses gives me a headache and it bugs me, but also I can't see. Let's go back to this little project here, and we'll jump into Call of Duty in a hot minute. There's a bunch of new stuff happening in the game, and I'm kind of excited to check out this new location. I don't know if it's going to be in multiplayer or if it's only a Warzone thing, but we're going to find out. The new high tower or whatever it's called. It's a scalable building. That's going to add a whole bunch of new crazy. Not that we haven't had tall buildings in the past, but there's something apparently extra about this. Let's go back to the iPad. Okay, we found this music, which is dope. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that, but we're going to try and we're going to start over. First of all, let me... Oh, this microphone is totally in the way of what I'm looking at. Adrenaline. I'm gonna... Also, is this the edit button? Oh. I've never actually looked at this before. Is there a way to make it bigger? No, but we can pick a different starting place. Not as well known. Might as well keep it in the beginning. Because this is... Everyone knows this. Anybody who's played Call of Duty for any hot minute knows this sound. Okay, never mind. Let's cancel this shit. We've saved already, but we're going to back up and start over. I'm going to discard this version. I'm going to pick that image again. Make this photo come alive. I don't know if it's going to be able to do this. And then I used to just assume it was called something like eyes on, because that's the easiest thing, like eyes on you, eyes on these headsets, eyes on that entryway, right? Whatever. But whatever. Apparently watching you. Come on. Gesture. I can spell. Pointing both index trying to get this to like do the thing. I want it to like lean in and go, and it's gonna take a minute to process. And yes. Every time I use AI, I think of the Terminator, John Connor and Sarah Connor making that ugly face, looking at you while you make friends with the AI. But I have my reasons. Not the least of which are involving the fact that my book series is absolutely about a dystopian future in which human beings and sentient artificial intelligences not only deal with each other in unique and interesting ways, but have managed to converge into a symbiotic, although still very toxic, working relationship. If you're interested in that, check out my sample pages. Here we go. No, what is that? No. What is this? I don't know what this is. He's like hand gesturing something wrong. Okay. Weapons firing with muzzle flash, tactical team. Let's just use some of the sampled ones and see what it does. Tactical team coordinating moves. Maybe he'll make the right hand gesture with this bizarre. Alright, it's gonna be a hot second. Oh no! Apparently you can only do 5 a day and I've already wasted them all. And I didn't save any of them. Shit. I should have saved some of them. I didn't. Come on, motherfucker. Alright, fine. That's a bummer. Well, I'm glad I didn't post anything that may have turned out to be some sort of weird or disrespectful sign language sign. Okay. Part of me wants to just post this. Part of me wishes I'd saved the very, very, very first one, which was, it just turned away. It turned completely around. It just like made a complete circle. No. Get out of here. You know what we will do? Oh my god, stop it. Alright, I am just going to save this as a video to post everywhere else. You know what? Fuck it, we're going to post this. How is this? I don't want to post it to my story. Discard. Get out of here. This is specifically a prompt to make the AI. Look at that. I don't think it's gonna shoot. This draft isn't available. I should have saved it as a draft. Damn it. Oh well. You live, you F around, you find out. Better or worse, we know a little bit more about how TikTok's new make your pictures come to life. This is the thing I made earlier. Let's go look at that real quick. I just posted this. Oh, 104 views. This is pretty dope, I think. This came out pretty good.
Man, check out this dope shit.
Come on through and support my TikTok. You can find the link. I mean, if you're already watching on TikTok, all you got to do is follow me, and you'll start seeing them. But if you're watching on Twitch, you can find the easy to follow direct link over on solo.to. And by going over there, you help my analytics over on the solo page, which I think helps other people find it more or something. It's just also easier to remember than the full TikTok name, which I unfortunately, although it displays just Mr Zeppo, my actual screen name is totally the Incorrigible Mr Zeppo, the full name. Anyways, those are all actual winning scores from recent matches. all in the last like 48 hours, I think. More important though, where the F did my reblog? Oh, this is just the menus on a different, they reoriented the thing. Dear viewers, if you're already on TikTok, or if you're going to be willing to come on over from other platforms to visit, check out my videos, help boost their numbers, please do consider sharing them at your friends. If you have live stream enthusiast friends that would appreciate a chaos variety, chaos roulette wheel of way too many games and not enough time to play them all in, primarily featuring Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and several of the more popular big-time RPG solo games, because those are some of my favorites. Come on through. But while you're here, please, 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 I beg you, I humbly, cordially invite you to click the repost. I didn't it used to be called reblog tab. It's reposts. I keep a curated collection of engaging, important, and I think really articulate, well-stated other people's videos that they've already said something I would have wanted to say in terms of like addressing specific themes, and they've already done it better than I might have, better than I felt prepared to do at the time that I found their content, and therefore I think we should honor them, go visit them, and engage with their content, and if you do this, please let them know that Mr. Zeppo sent you. All right? Please and thank you. Okay, enough of that. That's the end of this pregame chat lounge session that I was absolutely tempted to cut off just because of the weird frame drops. But now everything's groovy. Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to take a little tiny in-stream break and make an adjustment here or there to different things that you don't need to worry about. And then we will be diving right into some Call of Duty. I do believe Season 4 is up and ready to go. So I guess the weird lag day is just something I remember from Modern Warfare 2. And maybe that's something they did back then that they're not doing now. I don't know. Any hoodles, I will be right back in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please drop a comment in the chat so I can check in with you later and honor your participation. DJ Zed, play a little music for the lovely people while I am on break. By the way, it is perfectly allowable to get up and boogie woogie and shake your robot tuchus. This is robot music. The genre is officially known as Discotheque Synthetica, and it is the music of the Zeppoverse book series. Unless, of course, I can create a creative collaborative partnership with Hannah, probably my current favoriteest DJ of all time, maybe. And I love me some different DJs, but Hannah just rocks it hard. So good, so talented. Not only does she engineer all her own original music herself, she also sings like an angel and mixes that business together live on stream all the time. If anybody listening to my endorsement that this is not Hannah's music playing, this is DJ Zed playing. But if you ever do go check out Hannah on YouTube or here on Twitch and you say hi, let them know that Mr. Zeppo sent you there. All right, I'll be right back. are back. I just needed to tweak a little something so that this office space didn't overheat. Which is unfortunate. The more I run that shit, the more expensive it all gets. And yet, I've found that streaming over the middle of the night isn't conducive to like a healthy sleep cycle. Regardless, I'm probably up stupid late tonight anyways. I will probably also still switch over to a nighttime schedule in the not too distant future, because it's a little bit cooler at night than it is in the middle of the day, so it's a little bit easier to keep the temperatures low down here. Blah, blah, blah. Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. And now, after an hour's worth of babbling, without further ado, I bring to you Call of Duty Season 4. This will be fun. I'm always really interested in the way that they switch things up. And you know, what kinds of fun new design choices they make, and that I'm really into the aesthetic of video games. One of the things that makes me a fan of a game is if they know how to represent themselves visually, aesthetically, and with the sound design. I'm a huge nerd for sound design. Professionally trained sound designer. Never got work in the field. And no, I don't pretend to have like mastery of all the skills, but I know how to edit audio. I know I've got the fundamentals down. I'm also way out of date. I'll admit that. There's all kinds of crazy new techniques and stuff that have sprung up since way back in the day when I was in school in the 1900s. I'm so old. Okay. Here we go, friends. I'm going to mute myself so I can enjoy whatever delightful new loading, whatever nuanced differences we experience in the onboarding. I also just love their opening sequence. It's cinema level mastercraft in like intro branding moment. You know how in the movies there's always like the little logos for the top production companies involved, and sometimes they have a little bit of music or whatever. Like, I've always been intrigued and fascinated by those as someone with training in media and design. And considering that video games have the same opportunity, right, as like the opening sequence of a movie to present an idea of their brand to you, this is top tier work, in my humble opinion. And I'm sure most people just skip right on through because they don't get... But I am a nerd for this stuff. And that's why almost every episode that usually once a day, I will let it play and like mute the mic and crank up the speakers. Speaking of which, I gotta turn them on. There we go. So I can enjoy it in its fullness on the headset. By the way, I will probably be playing headset free. For those of you who do not know or who do not visit my show very often, I get headaches, even though I have no complaints about the technical value of the default Xbox headsets. I can't afford the open design, like the ones that conduct through your bones. I hear those are really great. And because they're like around the back instead of over the top of my head, I probably wouldn't get as common of a headache if I use those. But too far out of my small, humble project budget price range. Okay, I'm gonna stop babbling. Here we go. And then I'll see you inside. We gotta do some loadout nonsense. We gotta do some loadout prep. We're gonna check in with what the new battle pass is all about, see what's going on. I'm gonna try to remember to go visit the armory just in case there's anything that we did miss from last season. I don't think there is. As of yesterday, there was nothing available to me in the armory. Although, I didn't check in over on Warzone. There might be Warzone stuff to unlock in the armory. Also, this will be a relative, despite having already been going on for 57 minutes and 7 seconds. Once we get into the game, it'll probably be a relatively short episode because I've been teasing the act of going over to Splitgate, and I don't know if our buddy Gnome Tuff is in there today, but he's been loving Splitgate 2, which if it hadn't been for him, I would never even notice that it came out. So we'll do an episode of that a little later today. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Rebooting and jumping in. Well, I'm actually going to be... Oh, I forgot to boost the Xbox audio input on that. So it was maybe a little quiet. Alright, Season 4 starts now. Reignite rivalries in Call of Duty Warzone with revamped downtown where the Overlook awaits. I thought that's what they were calling it. So that's that big giant building that we were just talking about. Dive into the new multiplayer maps that bring Stitch and Adler's story to life and stay sharp in new modes. Grief returns to zombies alongside new gameplay features. Rock on! Season 4 Battle Pass! No cell can hold Stitch. Stitch arrives in Season 4 complete with his prison garb. Break out with the fan favorite FFR-1 rifle and the rapid fire LC-10. Take no prisoners. Reach Stitch's ultimate form with the completion of the Battle Pass. Apparently he mutates into something. There's a lot of mutant things. Season 4 patch notes. I'm going to borrow that for something, for graphics. Alright, let's watch the new intro video. It's time for Lockdown. The Omen Operator is exclusive to Black Cell, a man who strikes fear even in the world's most dangerous criminals. Equipped with a Ladra SMG Mastercraft, he makes even the most sinister prisoners stay in line. So is this Omen Operator the mutant form of Stitch? Or is this another mutant character? I don't know. This is what some people complain about this. I think it's kind of hilarious and awesome that they do this stuff. Anyways, let's check out the video. Okay, I gotta say I love the Cerebus purple 3-headed dog. So apparently that's gonna be like an attack dog widget sidekick thing. All right, we're gonna click through and explore the different pages. Don't mind me. I'm gonna just kind of give myself a little guided tour of what's going on and what's new in the system. We'll start with Warzone. It's because I'm trying to get myself to be more active in the game, in Warzone. So we're gonna start there. Why do I keep looking over here for the camera? The camera's way over there. We're gonna look at that first, and then switch on over to multiplayer. I'm just gonna poke around, see what's changed. Maybe tinker with the loadouts a little bit. I think I might actually start off with some zombies today, just for shits and giggles, because we haven't touched zombies hardly all last season either. Okay, here we go.
In position. This asshole better be worth all the effort.
He's not. Hudson's intel is our key to the Pantheon puzzle.
If we can't crack those code names, we're never going home.
Pulling the plug in 3.
I'm in.
Right on cue. Marshall, you're up.
Excuse me.
Adler. You took your time.
That implies a long-standing plan to bust him out, which is wacky to me, since they are mortal enemies. Oh, there's more video. I just exclaimed quite intuitive, like, organically. Oh, dang! I didn't realize I'd maxed out Prestige 6. So that's fun. It's been an interesting journey. When I first started with Call of Duty, and like I've said before, and I'll explain over and over and over again until people get it, I'm an old school gamer that missed out on the 20 plus years of Call of Duty history. There are Call of Duty gamers half my age that have twice the years worth of experience playing more than twice. Like, they have 20 people who are half my age but have 20 plus years worth of playing Call of Duty experience because they started playing when they were 6 or whatever. Like those kids that were cursing up a storm yesterday. It's a whole nother thing. But I don't really have a problem. I started cursing privately amongst only my friends and never in a video game lobby when I was relatively really young. And never in the presence of adults, right? Like, know your audience. Know the room you're in. But I digress. I don't know which way I like better. This feels weird because it's blocking my own face with the thing. For those of you who haven't caught on, this is not a proper mic arm, mic boom stick thing. It's a former counterbalance office lamp. That I was like, I don't want to spend the $80 to get a proper. I've got this, and it's so close, and I was able to adapt it to fit. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh yeah, I didn't realize I had already finished Prestige 6. Robot. I like the name of this machine. We're gonna go put this up somewhere. I don't think I'm ready to unlock Prestige 7. Most of my stats in the Prestige are from multiplayer, not from Warzone. Anyways, what do we got free in the store? We got free widgets. This is also new. Mastercraft Olympus Bolt. I don't know how I feel about some of these. Lots of people complain really loudly that this game is supposed to be a milsim game. Why are they putting crazy Fortnite style cartoon shit in it? I'm like, because people will pay money for that. That's why. Also, you don't need to use it. You don't need to buy this. Like, what are you complaining about? Like, get over yourselves and don't get it. Where's the free widget? Let's get the free widget. Little double XP. Okay, claim that. Okay. We have a 3-day, 17-hour double XP event, but is it double Battle Pass XP or just regular? Ba-boom. Loadouts. What is that? I don't even know what. What? Hold on. Let's go to progression. Let's go back to the Prestige and see what is this a blueprint for? Weapon blueprint, inspired by the legendary giant robot from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. What? What giant robot from Black Ops? Oh, and zombies. Okay. What's really annoying is that it doesn't tell me what machine that is. It looks like it could be any. It could be one of the marksmans. It could be a sniper. I don't know what the machine. Oh wait. Available after completing Prestige 5. Date entered May 16th, 2026. 25. Okay, anyways. I could, in theory, unlock Prestige 7 right now if I wanted to. I'm not gonna. Hey, we're in Warzone. just wanted to load that up, but I don't know where. I'm not going to go looking for it inside all of the things. I just want to see. Equip any 5 attachment weapon once. Whoa, they changed it. Or did I get it? Complete 3 Warzone bootcamp matches, yes. Field upgrade, yes. Buy an... Oh, I thought it was the other thing. Equip any 5 attachment weapon once. What is that even? How did I not already click that? Or did they change it for me? I could have sworn it said deploy a kill streak once earlier. Did they update? Did they tweak this with the update? Interesting. Weird. But okay. I should already have that. Equip any 5 attachment weapon once. Like all of my equipment, all of my weapons are 5 attachment weapons. I've got them fully kitted out. It's funny, it doesn't say 8 attachments with the that crazy wild card. But anyways, blah blah blah. Yes, I want to leave Warzone. Bye Warzone. I think there might be a video. So I'm gonna mute myself and turn up the thing. Since there was a video over in multiplayer. Okay, here we go. Well, it looks like maybe there's just the one video and it gets triggered no matter, no matter which thingamabob you use first. I'm not in love with that scope. Those optics feel awkward and they don't feel like they're helping, but whatevs. Ooh, the ballerina character is here. I'm very excited for this movie. And although I'm not usually that super desperate to get bundles, I do kind of like the idea of this character because this movie's going to be dope. Is it a bundle character? Let's go look. I didn't see it in the Thingamahoo office, but okay. Next level. Level 55. I'm already at Prestige 6, level 55. I think we're going to stay here. We're going to grind a little more. What is this machine? I need to find out this machine and try to rebuild it. Because this machine was pegging me like a laser beam the other day. Orange tracers, mini nuke, death effects, blueprint, assault rifle, aims 85. It's cute that they don't show you the attachments. But usually if you just look at them, you can kind of figure it out. Like, I think I know what that attachment is. I'm sort of just speculating that it's the scope that's helping. I don't know what else. I don't know if it's got spring-loaded business. But this was performing really, really well in whichever matches I was encountering it in. But where is have they not dropped it yet? It's coming. It's there. It's being teased. And many of you may already have noticed that I have a predilection for playing lady characters. Some may say that that's because I have gender dysmorphia. I don't. Although I think I may have been a very early adopter of well, I don't really know when it was invented. She's not here yet. Operators. Well, maybe she's in this list. I prefer the lady operators people will debate it's either because it's a chauvinist reason or an LGBTQ reason. It's really not. It's just there's a couple of operators I don't remember seeing. Disc punk. I have a fascination with robots, and I have a deep respect for women, for reals, and I sort of love to play the female characters, in part because, yes, I do honestly consider myself a executive lesbian trapped inside of a man's body, but that's neither here nor there. She's apparently not here yet. Oh, I don't remember this one. Rainmaker. But they're just more fun for me for a bunch of reasons, and not the least of which is, like, if I'm going to stare at someone's backside all day, I just would really literally prefer it be a lady. I guess it's a catch-22. Like, there's no good way to answer that question without somebody being like, oh, that's gross, or whatever. You know, like, that's just my preference. It doesn't mean I don't ever play male characters. I do. I will rock the male characters. But for example, if I had a choice between a video game, one video game, like an RPG, like two RPGs, between, if I had, let me start over. If I had the choice between only two RPGs that I would be forced to play forever the rest of my life, and in one, you could only play as a guy, and in the other, you could only play as a woman, I'd probably pick the woman. The female-based, the female-led game. Okay. Ooh, they updated their feature list. Okay. The party games are still prop hunt, gun game, infected, gunfight, sharpshooter. Weapon cycle every 45 seconds. I like that. I haven't played it much, but I like it. This is new. Eliminate hostiles and pick up dog tags to drain the enemy's lives. That sounds like team elimination. I don't know what that sounds like. It's, what's the other one with dog tags? What are those called? Season 4 Mosh Pit. Mosh Pit of Season 4 maps. Let's check out the maps. Fugitive, Shutdown, Blitz. Okay, we're probably gonna definitely, we are definitely gonna be checking this out, because that way we will be playing nothing but new maps. Yay. Face Off. Mosh Pit 6v6 respawn modes on strike maps. Score streak disabled. That's cute, but I also like score streaks. Small map Mosh Pit. Oh my god. Will they please take out the medium maps from this so that we really are just featuring the actual small maps? 10v10 Nuketown. That's crazy. Okay. Face Off, 10v10. Small map, no. Nuketown, 24/7, sure. Stakeout, 24/7, no. Overdrive. I don't think I've ever played this one. And if I have, I don't remember how it works. Kill Confirm, that's the one with the dog tags. That other one sounds just like Kill Confirm. Hardpoint, Domination, Kill Order, Deathmatch. These are my favoriteest modes. Nuketown 24/7 is funny because it's not really a mode. It's a playlist with multiple modes in it, which is weird that they put it here. Well, we got Hardcore. One of these days I got to come in here and check out Hardcore to see how it plays. Party games. This is the same thing as the other party games. Prop hunt, gun and game, infected, gunfight, sharpshooter. It is. Except it's selectable. Anyways. We're going to jump in to a match. I'm going to mute myself so I can enjoy this headset free. I want to see how it goes. By the way, don't be shy. Please do say hi. I will check in with the chat in between bursts of gaming action. Unfortunately, I am a salty old dog that can only do so many tricks at once, and trying to get better at the game is difficult enough. I cannot try to get better at this game and also keep tabs on the chat and alerts, and it's too much. So please forgive me.
deathmatch. MTC is live. Assume all contacts are hostile.
Throwing frag! You never saw me? I was never here. Incoming stun! Get down, frag!
Do that again! I fucking dare you!
Threat clear! Planning drill charge! Hostile shooter!
Don't throw! Frag going in.
Taking stim!
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Eyes on enemy! There's your sniper! Get that frag! Not so fast!
Who the fuck taught you weapon safety, soldier? Enemy concerned. Incoming frag!
Enemies have destroyed your assault package.
Frag going out. Frag throw.
Enemy UAV inbound.
This tender has been destroyed.
Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up.
You never saw me? I was never here. Tally 1! Get down, frag! You got a death voice, son?
They're the CIA. You think they were just gonna let you walk all
This
over
pooch
them?
is screwed. We gotta cut and run.
I gotta find out what that scope is. That's what I gotta do. Let's go figure that out. And I gotta remember to bring the audio back every time I jump into a match because I keep not doing it. Okay. Kicked off our day with a sad and tragic loss. Here comes the nuke sound. Oh, it's so loud. Hello, friends, and welcome to the madness. I am indeed a Call of Duty enthusiast. Mostly because of the FOMO. I missed out on Call of Duty history for 20 some odd years. And so here we are, trying to overcompensate, make up for it. And just in the last 3 years, I'm not very good. I'm not pretending to be amazing. But I am now averaging a 1 point plus, above 1.01 KD ratio. Which is, mid-range. It's mid. And I get it. I know it's not that much to brag about. Any hoodles, what are we doing? I need to go figure out this scope and see if it helps with the aims. Let's drop it in here. We got the aims. I'm gonna go for a fresh build. What is this? Tracer pack. Oh, now they've got the bundles that you could buy up here. That's a new thing. That's pretty clever. It's actually kind of clever of them to. I don't like the way that looks. This looks better, but is counterintuitively backwards. I have to look over here to talk to you. This looks horrible, but technically from an audio perspective is better. I wonder if I put. Let's check. Let's try something from a camera angle perspective. One moment, please. I'm gonna mute everything. I muted myself before I finished my sentence. I'm gonna mute everything and see if this next camera setup looks a little better. I don't know, is it better? It's a little awkward, and now the microphone is literally in the way of my hands. But if I put it right here, oh, actually that looks okay. We're gonna try to work with that for a hot minute. see how that works out. Anyways, thank you for being here, folks. We're trying to build a new Ames 85. I think that's technically meta, so we're going to leave that alone. That's a crazy... Do I want to just adjust this Ames 85? That's one of the eight ballers. Let's get rid of a couple of things. Let's get rid of this one. Oh, no, there's something about that one I like. Let's get rid of this one. Ooh, I'm not really a fan of those under... They tend to just not work for me. Although I went through a phase back in the day. That one was actually had good green bars, but whatever. Okay, new build. Ames 85. Let's try and figure out this optic. Optic I see on that blueprint, because it was performing... Looks like that, but it isn't that one. It's longer. I don't think it's this one. Redwell reflex. It's got something in common with that. I don't think it's that one either. I think it's maybe this one. Huh. K and S red dot. It's not the Atero, although I don't mind that one. This one actually works really well. AccuSpot gives it a slightly, ever so tiny, like better green margin there, but it also like gets it. It doesn't feel as awesome. All right, let's try. I think it's the KNS that's on that machine. All right. Did it have an underbarrel? Oh no. Let's think about this. Slight. I think if they're going to say slight, it should only be one chevron. It's got two. So that's medium, since their maximum is 3. I should either do the recoil springs or the... Well, I usually go with this for the sake of the score streak action. And the fact that in theory, that should hit each individual like operator harder too. But that's fine. Let's tinker. We're going to tinker. Aim down sights. Sprint to fire speed. Aim down sights. Jumping, sprint to fire, jumping, aim down sights. Ergonomic grip. CDQ. Drive, dive, slide. No. It's either commando or quick draw. Extended mag 1. Extended mag 2. I'm going to go with mag 1 because it's the red line hit is a little... Horizontal, aiming idle, and horizontal. I often like the precision, but sometimes I go with vertical because of the overall thing. Okay, let's give this version of the Ames 85 a whirl. Have we seriously got this launcher here? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get this to work for me a little bit better, a little bit more. Like I actually want to use it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and gunsmith that optic in. What did we decide it was that we think it? The KNS red dot. Let's see how we feel about it on every other machine. Also, we forgot to customize its reticule. Apparently, I have unlocked that before. We'll keep the plain old regular red dot on the other one. But we're going to drop this on everybody. in part because it's an easy switch, and I'm trying to find the optic scope, the scope system that I like best for me, you know. Also, F this springs. Let's go NATO. I gotta drop that on everybody if we haven't already. What does this one have? Yes. The impact is worth it, I think. Especially in the scenario of like, oh god, I'm stuck with an aerial score streak, and they're coming at me. I'm trying to, or I've got advantage. Like I have a good whatever it's called. And they're probably I will probably have to admit that the likelihood that there is just one. Oof. This was technically a meta, but F it. We're gonna make it mine. I'll leave those alone because they're blueprint things. KNS. Extended Mag 3. How do I just get rid of the stock? To put in the Soviet FMJ. Penetration damage. It's all about that extra damage, man. Ooh. No stock. Let's get rid of that. Oh. NATO FMJ. NATO overpressured. Bullet velocity. We'll leave that alone. I really don't like this goblin malarkey, but I'm trying to grind it up. Trying to work it so that it gets better. I think this is the one with rockets, the little rockets adjustment, and other people have destroyed me with this. And I just can't seem to get it to work for me. Why has it got rapid fire? Fuck that. Oh, that's why. Should we put in? Let's put bullet velocity instead, even though I prefer the other mode. Let's get rid of this guy and put in a default model L. Nope, not that one. Oh wait. Yes, let's do. There was supposed to be some sort of code with the attachments that I just then never kept. Should we mess with this one? Let's mess with this one. Yeah, that's got the FNJ. Good. Where's the K? Do we have access to the Atero? KNS. I did not like this machine. It's got a tiny. Is it because of the? Is it because of the? Oh yeah, it was the flip mag. I don't need that. I need the extended mag, brah. Yeah, now we're talking. Oh, this is a blueprint. Shit. Shit. Remove. This is a blueprint. I don't want to change the blueprint. That's, I'm always saying, like, if you want to tinker with a blueprint that you've already received and you want to switch it out and see how it works, make a copy of the blueprint first by going create new, chose the base weapon, either the blank or the whatchamacallit. We're gonna go with this, and then I'm just gonna swap out the flip mag. We're gonna keep the launcher just to see if we can have fun with that and get used to it. 60 or 45. We'll go with it. Fast mag has 25. Flip mag has only 20. F that. 45 might be solid enough in Doodle Dad. Short barrel. No, F that. Let's go long barrel damage range. Duh. And then instead of this optic, the KNS. That's how you adapt an existing blueprint, and then that way you can keep the original blueprint as it was and never lose track of what was its attachments in its original form. And some people may think that's meaningless or, unnecessary, but I find it pretty useful. In as much as that, what is this team elimination? Eliminate hostiles and pick up dog tags to drain. Oh, I get it. There's a limited. Okay, first I was like, drain enemies' lives. What the bloody F are they talking about? This is a limited respawn mode, which they didn't. They should have articulated that. Limited respawn mode. Eliminate the hostiles, pick up their dog tags, and you drained their available pool of future respawns. I bet. Let's look up the game notes. Overdrive, domination, hardpoint, face off, kill confirm. Evet, let's go. Let's jump into the small map, the new map Mosh Pit, and enjoy the new maps. Hello to whoever's watching. If you're watching live on Twitch or on TikTok, your viewership is deeply appreciated. And I apologize to you now that I'm not as snapped to with the shout outs and the name readings. But as I over-explain all the time, it's because of the way my stream is set up with Streamlabs, etc. Also, I'm an old rusty dog that's trying to get better at this game, so I don't have time.
Face-off team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats.
Concussion grenade out.
They've taken the lead.
Get back here! Take a step! Using thermo! Using thermo! Eyes on structure! Using thermo!
Hey, don't prank me.
Land drill truck!
Assault pack available.
stick, asshole! Eyes on it! Take it stem! Eyes on it! Landing more! Sniper smoked! Move, move!
Spring mine spotted.
Enemies rearming! A big mistake, asshole!
So long, you piece of trash.
Time's nearly up. Close it down.
Throwing frag! Assault pack available! Hostile shooter!
Report to the nearest extraction point. I have to make a call.
Moving to evac point! Situation's fubar!
Woof. I'm going to love these new maps, I think. How did this guy get this? Is this the final? Oh, look at that. He's working the... Oh, he also had a landmine there. Look at him working the shotgun. And this is... I guess this is a big enough map where you can play a little bit of both. Long range and short range. I'm usually really... Is that guy really from Atlanta FaZe, or is he just wearing their gear? That's another thing I'm asking myself a lot lately. Because I've been noticing... Someone pointed this out in a social media comment that I just came across today, or earlier today. And that's that, according to the weird headline, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 recently lost a 10 million player count. Or the player count went down by 10 million, supposedly. I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know what the total player count, concurrent player count has been since launch. While I appreciate that sort of stuff, I don't usually try too hard to keep up with it. But if it's true, that would explain it. If a certain percentage of the casual players that have been since Modern Warfare 3, or rather Modern Warfare 2 came out. There's a certain contingency of Call of Duty players that consider themselves old school fans that do not like what the game is doing with the ooh, that's a nice position for it. They don't like what the game is they don't like what the developers have been doing with the game since Vanguard. At least I've seen a trend in that regard. So if that is the case, and we are suddenly experiencing an abrupt loss, or a cumulative loss, let's put it that way, of players from the mid to lower tiers of, quote, skill levels. I'm not judging. I started off a rank and absolutely terrible noob when I first picked up Vanguard and Modern Warfare 2. But I've been like deeply just enamored with the game. And I'm one of the weirdos that I think Black Ops 6 represents the pinnacle of its progression and evolution in the right direction. I love what they've done with the game. And when I go back and play, say, for example, Black Ops 1 or games from, Call of Duty titles from the 360 era, and people are attached to that because A, there's, obvious nostalgia involved, and B, they probably learned the skill sets that they are so proud of in those games. Did they? Oh, that's because I don't have the battle pass. In those games, and therefore they have a preference that leans in favor of those games as the games evolve. I'm a big fan of letting a game franchise evolve. Sure, we got to hold them to account when they make dumb mistakes, but also, like, as enthusiasts or fans of any game, we should be making an effort. Maybe. Whoa, there we go. That's what I want. We should maybe making an effort. No, that looks worse. Let's go back to this. Hold on. I use like theatrical lighting ties to try and help support the spring-loaded armature of this weird lamp-turned microphone stand. What was I saying? It totally makes sense. If a person invested years of their life improving and perfecting their skill set in a certain collection of the games, and then the games move away from those internal mechanics and that set of physics, it totally makes sense that people might get annoyed.
I told you to stop calling me, Woods.
That the game moves and feels, and everything different. The physics is different and all that. And for better or worse, I did not grow up with Call of Duty. I missed out, like I said. Anyway, I need to take a break. Here we are, Season 4, up and running. And, yeah. It's time for me to grab a bite to eat. When we come back, I will finally, now that I didn't miss out on ending that last season battle pass, I will be back after this break to do a double header of let's revisit Splitgate. To just see if it's still operational and if my account still, what's going on with my account there. And also to be able to compare and contrast it with the sequel that just came out, Splitgate 2. And then maybe if we're lucky, our good buddy Gnome Tough will be playing Splitgate. He seems to have caught the Splitgate 2 fever recently. So we'll see what happens. At any rate, DJ Zed, will you please fire up some music for the exit of our live stream? Thanks for joining, everybody. I will take a moment to do TikTok roll call, and then we'll be out of here. So follow me into the portal of desktops of infinity. Oops, let's go over here. Alright, for the rest of the stream, we had no disconnects. So that might have just been a weird temporary thing. It might have been something to do with the temperature. I don't know. That was the search we did. Boom! Ms. Boss Picks, Bashmir, Mia612, Mary. I could not read that one. Caleb something, Dina something, Brittany. Thank all y'all for visiting and dropping by. That's TikTok roll call. I am so sad that I cannot integrate that into the... I can't integrate that into the flow of my chat during the live streaming any more immediately than that. And I'm sorry to Chuck Perry and Mary4463 that I didn't respond faster. Apparently they didn't stick around to wait for me to respond, but tragically my response time to TikTok chat will always be slower than you'd like. All I ask is that you indulge in a little bit of patience for this salty old dog that's limited by the fact that he's set up the way this is set up. I'm using a Mac instead of a PC. I bet if I was on a big, beefy, robust, top-of-the-line, brand new PC, which I cannot afford right now, which someone would have to crowdfund for me, I bet I could do the whole thing with the streaming and the overlays inside of, like, in other words, I don't play the game on the Streamlabs monitor screen because my setup is not robust enough to avoid the lag. And also, by default, I run a 20-second delay. So that's unplayable. Okay? So I literally have to be looking at the Xbox screen, which is over here, and not this screen, which is where all the alerts are because of the gameplay. So I beg your forgiveness, and then I beg that you indulge me in a little bit of patience and charity, and that you stick around a little longer than 11 seconds after typing in your chat. Okay, peace out, friends. I'll be back in a bit after a break. Jumping back in through the portal, and we are out of here. This stream is now ending, but please, as always, may I remind you, go be good human beings out there in the real world, as well as in the game lobbies, as well as in your social media platforms where you get engaged in any kind of public discourse. We're never going to solve the problems if all we do is bash each other in the head with playground bully tactics. Okay, ciao for now. I'll see you in a bit.